What's the vibes? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening, whenever this video may find you. I'm Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1, the number one. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Tell people about the page, sub to the channel, all that good stuff. All right. Quick recap of yesterday. 4-6 on the page. I gave out a live play, ended up 4-7. It was ass, man, but I'm not too mad. Aces, they're the ones who really did me in. All the picks except for the aces was a little dirty. Asia Wilson didn't cover, but that's Queen Asia. We fine. And we're probably gonna chill on Asia for a minute, just because now they got I forget is it Kia Stokes? I don't know, but they got another center. They got somebody in there playing center now, and she's basically the power forward. So I'm gonna probably lay off. For a minute with Shorty. But it was cool. Team total hit. First quarter, first half, full game. Kalia Copper, like, she clearly must be getting some money from Vegas or something. I'm never the conspiracy theory guy, but for the love of God, like, this woman literally stopped the cover every single quarter. She stopped it in the first quarter with a crazy BS shot. Then she covered for Chicago in the first half with a buzzer beater. And she did the same thing in the fourth quarter, even though Marina Mabry was the last one who scored. She the one who just kept shooting the game over. She trying to get 40. I'm like, oh my God. If it wasn't for Kalia Copper, and I'm not just saying, yeah, obviously she had 38, but it was the timing of the 38. I could have lived with the 38, but she was dead ass just hitting shots at the end of the quarter. I'll take that every day. This is the happiest 4-7 I ever had, because it was that's betting. You bet long enough, stuff like that gonna happen. Chicago, they're trash. Like I said, they just shot over their head. They couldn't miss. If you watch that game, you got 19% shooters going 2-2 out there. Kalia Copper is not no great 3-point shooter. And what was she, 5 for 7 out there? Her prop be 1.5. So she's not a shooter, but she just came to go crazy. So is what it is. If that game was today, the same spread, I'd take the same thing over and over, except for Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson is the only play that I would not take over from yesterday. But all them other plays, Aces trifecta, Aces all that, because Chicago's trash. I can't wait to fade them again. They just 50% from three. Even old girl said it. Old girl said it. The coach. I forget her name. I don't know. But the Aces coach, it'll come back to me. Aces coach was basically like, yeah, if they shoot 50% from three this game, we in trouble. And they damn near did. They still lost by like 15. Just trash. Just anyway. And aside from that, Builders was ass. But we'll get it back. See what the vibes is. Yeah, man, Dallas, Connecticut. If y'all played that, like I said, y'all made some money. I didn't put it on the timeline, but yeah, I got them +5, like I told y'all I would, because it got to 4.5. So I moved it to +5. It was -137 on DraftKings. Yeah, Becky Hammond, that's her name. Not DraftKings, it was Bet Rivers. Also bet them live, like I said I would, but the difference is I bet them in the first quarter, so I got a -2.5, because I'm like, shit, they was up like 7 and it was still -2.5. I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I told y'all, man, it's just Dallas, they're not that good to me. They're not. It's the same. This game tonight is just like the game last night. I've learned my lesson. I told y'all about the Liberty. If it ain't the fucking Aces, don't look at Dream to be backing nobody. I'm just trying to tell you, these teams, none of these teams are truly great. None of them are barely even good. None of them have all-star players that I completely trust that every night is going to give you buckets. Even Jewel Lloyd. Would anybody be surprised if Jewel Lloyd have 12 points next game? No, because the team is trash. They don't got nobody around her. What happened yesterday? Jewel Lloyd went crazy like she could do. So, yeah, the game was kind of close. But I'm Dallas, I didn't care nothing about that win streak. I didn't care a damn thing about that win streak. Yeah, Tiffany Hayes, hey, look, but this the thing about Tiffany Hayes. See, I'm about to put the comments up. And then, man, I'm just reading them. What's the vibes? What's the vibe? What's the vibes? What's the vibes? What's the vibe? It's not even Tiffany Hayes because what did I tell y'all a couple days ago? That's the WNBA. And that's another reason why I'm not really too keen on betting these teams unless they're the aces. It's only so many spots in the league, y'all. It is the deepest league in the world, probably. You got #1 overall draft picks getting cut. So am I surprised that Natasha Heidelman had 19 and a quarter? No, she's a great shooter. She's in the league. She's a starter. She must be nice as hell. You know what I'm saying? Am I surprised Tiffany Hayes went? No. If it wasn't her, it could have been somebody else. It's just every night is some beat. Tonight it could be what's her name? I wrote it down. Shatora Walker. Where's that? Yeah, Shatori Walker Kimbrell. She can have a dub tonight. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the WNBA. It's not like, yeah, in the NBA, yeah, you can get a bitch guy to come off, but these fringe starters, oh yeah, nah. So, and then you got to look too. Dallas was getting dominated. What shifted that game? DeWanna Bonner going out with that turn ankle. When DeWanna Bonner went out with that turn ankle, then Dallas started, okay, now we could go up on halftime. And look, if DeWanna Bonner ain't go out, you see she was busting their ass all game, and she would have kept busting that. But not saying that Dallas not good. It's a good team, but didn't little 6-game win streaks, they don't mean nothing to me. Because at the end of the day, Connecticut, they dogs, man. Like, if you a hooper, like I say, you get it. Like, oh, we got something to get up for this game. We these other games, okay. Where the Aces at? Where the Liberty at? Oh, this team, they good. They won 6 in a row. Okay, and we going to Dallas. Let's put on. And that's what they did. They came out, punched them right in the mouth. It wouldn't have been a game, honest to God, if Old Girl ain't went out. If Old Girl didn't go out. Now, with that said, they shouldn't have won. They shouldn't have won that game. But that's another reason why I don't trust Dallas. That's what they do. Dallas be looking great all game, then get on some bullshit. There's no reason why Satu Solibly should not have been taking advantage of her matchup yesterday. There's no reason. Natasha Howard, every other game, she got 5 fouls. It's like I can't be putting my finger on it sometimes, but it just be something, bro. It be something about these teams. They don't have a winning culture installed. That's probably what it is. I'm going to Atlanta Dream. They don't have a winning culture. I don't care if you win 8 straight games. I don't care who it's against. I'm not backing you as a favorite against a Connecticut Sun. And I did it in the first quarter just because I thought the momentum would bring them out. But nah, man, nah. So yeah, that's just a little talk about just basketball, how I cap in general. You know what I'm saying? Now in the NBA, it could be a little different. But this WNBA, it's only a few teams that's really nice like that. Like, it's Aces. Then for me, personally, it's Connecticut. Then you got like the Liberty, Dallas, Atlanta, teams that don't play no defense. It can score 100 points. Yeah, you can win any game if you score 100. Enrique go for 25, Satu 20, 10 and 7. Natasha Howard could have 20. Tierra McCown 14 and 10. Yeah, but I don't trust them to do it every game. Them Aces, and I know it's easy to say because they got probably the greatest team of all time, but I'm just saying, them Aces, I trust them to do it every game. I can't even trust the Liberty at this point. And shout out to the big homie Flo. Gave out the plus 5,000 yesterday, man. Shout out to the homie Flo, man. So I definitely tell that Sabrina triple double. I definitely tell that. So little 9 minutes of shooting the shit / recap. If y'all ain't get the picture, I don't really like shit today. I don't like this game, and I ain't forcing it. But we got some builders, and I'll give you a little idea of the game. Personally, I think the game could go over. Only thing that's stopping me from betting the over is Minnesota. But I've been telling y'all this. Washington, they pushing the pace, man. So I lean Washington team total over. I lean Washington with the points. I hope this shit keep it just like yesterday. Yep. I love it. Keep going up. Keep ticking up to 3.5, 4.5. Let all these people keep betting. You know, the links. Now, again, it's a link spot. So I can't talk nobody off of betting the links. It's just the links that let me down too much. The Lynx had an amazing spot against the Aces with 15 points and got their ass ran off the floor down 20 like in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? Like, once I see certain stuff from teams, I'm like, red flag forever. Also, I think I had them against the Fever. I think they had a spot versus the Fever, and they might not have covered that either. But either way it goes, I just like backing teams that got like um, a winning culture. To me, Washington has a winning culture. They've been playing like this all season. It's not a big deal for them to be shorthanded. Like they don't got Ariel Atkins. They ain't had her the last 3-4 games. They ain't had Deladon, it seemed like half the season. Shakira Austin, it seemed like half the season. Like, this is what they do. So I won't be surprised if they come in there. I know Minnesota is getting some players back. I think Elizabeth Williams is coming back. Don't give me the line. I think that's her name. I didn't double check. I think she coming back. And they have a team. Diamond Miller actually is getting 30 minutes a game now. Wow. After I was betting her for a week, wondering what was up. Now she get back-to-back 30-minute games, and she's easily covering her line, triple-double threat. So, but who knows? Maybe she plays 19 minutes again. You never know. That's another thing. Like these WNBA with some of these coaches, their rotations are crazy, man. Look at Dejanay yesterday. Dejanay Carrington. Shorty played 4 minutes. That was a beautiful call on that under, but we didn't get lucky. It was gonna hit regardless if she played the second half or not. But I don't think she played the second half minute. Like I don't know if she in the doghouse. I don't know. But like I said yesterday, she had like 5 out of 6 games where she played 20 plus minutes. Then all of a sudden, the last 3, 13, 14, 17. Then yesterday, 4. You know what I mean? So I'm cool. Give me the team. If I'm gonna take anybody tonight, I don't want the team that's incorporating new people. I don't want the team that's like, all right, we should win tonight. We at home. I want the team that you would think ain't got nothing to play for. The team that you would assume, because that spread was kind of telling, opening it up, even money, or almost even. Just give me the team that basically, look, is just gonna be playing balls against the wall. You know what I'm saying? So I would lean Washington with the points, and I would lean the team total. If I had faith that Minnesota would score and not, because Minnesota can easily win this game like 75-65 or something like that. So don't get it twisted. Like, I think Minnesota can't win. But that's how I think they win this game. I'm not sure if I trust Minnesota. Like, if this was Aces, Washington, then I would play the over. Because I think the Aces are going to match Washington's pace of play. I'm not sure Minnesota is going to match Washington's pace of play. So lean Washington team total, and I lean Washington. If we can get 4.5 to a 5, then yeah, I will put a half unit on that and just try and get them in the game live. But if I can get them live in the game, 7.5, 8.5, I'm waiting to the last moment possible to get them. If they get down 5 or 6, I ain't hopping on them. I'm gonna hope they get down 10 or 12, then I'm gonna hop on them. Because WNBA, as we've seen a lot of basketball, everybody make runs. All right. So that's what it is with that game. As far as my outlooks, we got builders and we got blunt money bets for the games. All right. And then I get through the comments after I run through these. All right. Builders. 25 PRA for Brittany Sykes and Natasha Cloud. That's -110. 15 points for Brittany Sykes and Natasha Cloud. It's also -110. Now, that's what it was this morning. When I locked it in, check it. I would play them to -130. But as far as the PRAs, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. I feel like they each done covered this for the last 4 games, as far as the PRAs, but don't give me the line. But it's just what's to expect. I expect each of them to score 15 plus points. I expect Brittany Sykes to have 4 to 6 rebounds and 3 to 4 assists, something like that. Same thing with Natasha Cloud. Excuse me. I just ate y'all. That's why I'm struggling today. I expect her to have 5 to 7 assists, 3 to 5 rebounds, and 13 to 15 points. So I think both of these, really 13 to 20 points if I'm just putting it there. But I'm saying at the very least, I think she's going to have 13 to 15 points. So, yeah, 25-25. These are on DraftKings. 25-25 PRA for Brittany Sykes and Natasha Cloud, and 15-15 points for Brittany Sykes and Natasha Cloud. And it's so funny because the way the WNBA is, neither one of them, one of them can have like 20, the other one can have 8, and they can still be in the game because you got Tiana Hawkins. You got Queen Egbo. Maybe she comes off the bench and has a good game. You got Shatori, like I said before, Shatori Walker Kimbrell. So they got other players. Anybody can step up and hit shots, but it's going to start and end with them. They're going to have the most usage. They're going to have the ball in their hand the most. They're going to have the most plays ran for them. So that's why I'm going to focus on those two. So those are the two builders. What I want to do first? Okay, blunt money bets. Yeah, because these are like builders as well. All right, so blunt money bets. Brittany Sykes and Natasha Cloud each to have 20. That's plus 380. Brittany Sykes and Natasha Cloud each to have 25. That's plus 1500. Natasha Cloud 10 assists, and Brittany Sykes 8 rebounds, plus 1100. Okay, so the reasoning behind these is, again, if they win the game or if they score a lot of points or if they're in this game, I think you're going to need, I think you have a best chance of seeing big performances from those two. Anything could happen, but I think the strongest chance of seeing performances for those two. I think they each just had 20 last game because Brittany Sykes almost got her 25, which I didn't bet it. But I was watching the game with my man. I'm like, damn, I'm glad I didn't do no blunt money bets because I'm tired of sweating these shits, man. I just needed the day off of sweating these 25s. And right on cue, Natasha Cloud got 20, but she ain't get her 25. She finished with 22. And Brittany Sykes finished with 24. She didn't get that 25. So I'll say that to say this. It can happen. 20 and 20 plus 380. And 25 and 25 can happen as well. Plus 1500. Natasha Cloud, she's had games. She's getting shots up. Put it that way. She's had last game. She barely even shot, and she just was very efficient, and she got her points early, often, and easily. Plus, she still had 9 assists. You know what I mean? And Brittany Sykes, same thing with her. She hit a couple threes. She get going downhill. She gonna be feeling herself. And one thing I do love about the WNBA, except for Brittany Griner, they took her out yesterday. Shout out to Brittany Griner, covering that under points and rebounds. She had like 22 points and rebounds at half and finished with 23. True queen. True queen. But yeah, I kind of got off kilter. But either way it goes, I like both of these to cover, especially the 20 and 20. I can see the 25 and 25. And as far as the 10 assists and 8 rebounds for Brittany Sykes. She just had a double-double, 29 and 10 a couple of days ago. She a scrappy player. She can get 8 rebounds, and 10 assists for Natasha Cloud, as I just said. She had 9 assists. So just trying to get on them without putting too much. I'm not trying to do each of them separately today. I don't love the card. I don't like the game. Tomorrow the card is obviously much better. It's 2 games, but they're 2 good games in my opinion. So instead of me, I couldn't talk you off for doing them each single. Well, not even 20 and 25 because you're not even getting much for 20 anymore. But like 25 and 25, I think 25 for Brittany Sykes is like 240 on FanDuel. You know what I'm saying? 25 for Cloud is like plus 440, something like that. So I couldn't talk you off of that. But me personally, I'm cool, man. I'm gonna do it like that. And if they both have good games, then they do it. If they don't, that's fine. It's just some blunt money. All right. So those are the builders for the blunt money bets. Next, these are on FanDuel. Links, win margin, between 1 and 5 and between 6 and 10. I think each are worth a blunt money bet because one is 410 and one is 400. They could, but I don't anticipate them winning this game by double digits. So I think they're going to keep it under 10. So if you bet, if you was just to put $10 on each one of those, you would invest 20. And if one hit, you will win 40. You would double your money. All right. So that's just, if you agree that the game is going to be under 10 and they're going to win under 10, I think that's a good spot. Instead of just trying to figure out if they're going to win between 1 and 5 and if they're going to win between 6 and 10, just sprinkle them both. And if they win double digits, then just shit out of luck. All right. Next, actually, this is the last blunt money bet, and then we'll get into prize picks. Then I get to the comments, shoot the shit for a minute, and that'll be that. All right. And recap as well. So this is gonna be a parlay on DraftKings. All right. Nafisha Collier, 20 points. Brittany Sykes, 18 points and 5 rebounds. Natasha Cloud, 25 PRA. The Mystics, first half plus 6.5. In the links, first half money line, full game money line. Spicy with the last three. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm betting plus 6.5, but the other team to win the money line. But that's a plus 1,800. So I'll run that back one more time. Nafisha Collier, 20 points. Brittany Sykes, 18 points, 5 rebounds. Natasha Cloud, 25 PRA. All can easily happen. Mystics, first half plus 6.5. Keep it close, girls. Don't get blown out. Lynx money line, first half, and Lynx money line full game. Okay. And again, that's plus 1,800. Okay. So those are the blunt money bets. Not much, but it's only one game. I think we're doing pretty good for one game. Just something to have fun and watch the game. Something to watch the game with and root for. Next, prize picks. I got one prize pick. I might have a parlay play. I doubt it though. Just to be honest with you, because it ain't much. But yeah, I will have a prize pick. Well, this is the prize pick, and I'm not gonna have another one. Might have a parlay play, but I won't have another prize pick. That's for sure. All right, Natasha Cloud over 3.5 free throws. Love it. Shatori Walker Kimbrell, 10 points. Love that. If it ain't gonna be Brittany Sykes and it ain't gonna be Natasha Cloud, it's gonna be her and Tiana Hawkins. All right. Brittany Sykes and Tiana Hawkins combined over 11.5 rebounds. I love that. I love that because again, it's one of them two generally that's gonna get the rebounds. Now they both can, but like when I bet Hawkins earlier in the week, Brittany Sykes had 8 rebounds. Oh no, I think Brittany Sykes had 29 and 10 that game. You know what I'm saying? Last game, Hawkins probably had like 8 or 9 rebounds. So I like them both combined. They have 12. All right. And last, Diamond Miller over 12.5 points. Diamond, who knows? Will she play 16 minutes? Will she play 32 minutes? The world will never know. But if she does play 30 minutes like the #1 overall pick whose flash greatness should, then I love the over 12.5 points. If she plays 13 minutes, then hey, we shit out of luck. Who knows? But this is why these are blunt money bets, not full unit bets. Okay. So we're gonna do a quick recap of every team. Then we're gonna get the comments. Then we're gonna get up out of here. All right. First, lean for the game, Washington. If I can get a Washington +5, then that'll be an official. But other than that, I lean Washington. I lean Washington team total over, and I'm gonna be anticipating Washington live. If I can get them live double digits, oh yeah, that's definitely gonna be a bet. All right. Builders 25 PRA for Brittany Sykes and Natasha Cloud each. That's -110. 15 points for Brittany Sykes and Natasha Cloud each. That's -110 as well on DraftKings. All right. Blunt money bets 20 and 20 for those same two, +380. 25 and 25 for those same two, Brittany Sykes and Natasha Cloud. That's +1,500. 10 assists for Natasha Cloud. 8 rebounds for Brittany Sykes. That's +1,100. Links. Win margin between 1 and 5 and between 6 and 10, +410, +400. And a prize pick, Natasha Cloud over 3.5 free throws, Shatori Walker Kimbrell over 10 points, Brittany Sykes and Tiana Hawkins over 11.5 rebounds, and Diamond Miller over 12.5 points. All right, let's get to the comments real quick. It's hot as shit today. AC is finally pumping in the crib. I waited too long. It's the vibes. It's the vibes. Oh, DZ was popping. Yeah, that was Becky Hammond. Yeah, that Sparks. Ooh. Yeah, that Sparks game was crazy. What they and that's another thing. I'm glad we talking about the Sparks too. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Spark like Lexi Brown, but that was my fault. I got too happy with Lexi Brown. I thought I should have seen maybe regression possibly coming. My eyes was telling me like, oh shit, she back, she ready, she looking amazing. You know what I'm saying? But still, for them to blow that game, and then barely at the end win it, it was this is the shit that I'll be talking about, y'all. This is shit that I'll be talking about. Like, not for nothing, but the Nuggets aren't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like Boston was doing shit like that, but the Nuggets not doing that. Normally, the great teams in the NBA, they're not doing that. They're not routinely blowing leads, or teams that's supposed to win in the NBA, they're not routinely blowing leads. That's why a lot of people, now everybody gonna go and they run, but that's why people say you don't watch the NBA until the postseason, because it's just everybody knows what's gonna happen. You have your teams that everybody says at the top. This year, Boston, Miami, when they get Dame, and Milwaukee, Who won to bet that? And then Philly. Who here won to bet that 3 out of them 4 teams don't finish in the top 4, barring major injury? You see what I'm saying? Like stuff normally tends to go how it's supposed to go. This WNBA season, only thing that you can bet on is the aces. Everything else is a shit show. Everything else, yeah, Liberty, they got lucky as hell last night. They was down the whole game. They didn't deserve to win that game. But shout out for Sabrina doing her thing. But yeah, Sparks again. I'm not backing them. I'm not backing them no more. I'm good. I'm good on the spot. If I want to catch them live, yeah. But I'm not doing all this. Not doing it. Not doing it. I play some damn builders, but I'm not doing it. I'm cool. Definitely listening to you. And it's not even like I ain't always right. Shit, I ain't 100% this year. I'm at this point, I'm like 54%. And it was some smart people way smarter than me on the wings, because that's what the numbers say. My gut told me, like, nah, just nah. Connecticut is a better team. Sparks money line, good shit, ODZ, not me. I got the 2.5. I figured they was gonna win by a possession. That was it. Yeah, we run that every. Hey, Mamu Bets, what's the vibes? We're gonna run that every single day. We're gonna run that every single day, and we're gonna start sprinkling the 20 in the words of Smokey from Friday. We're gonna start sprinkling 20 and 2020 around here on Smith and Wesson. We call this a little 20. Wow, nigga. If you watch Friday, you know the vibes. Let me see. Dallas is good, man. You acting like that was a club. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, they good. Not good enough for me to trust them going against Connecticut or Connecticut, not to beat them. Shatoy Walker sold me last game. Yeah, had 3 fantasy and it came on one shot. Yeah, man. Shatoy. But the thing about her, like, we got to take them L's. Like, I took my L with Dejanay when I bet it. When she was missing free throws and missed the layup, I'm like, damn. But this, when you try to be sharp, and you try to bet these bench players or these people that you don't know is going to get high usage, you kind of got to live with them just disappearing on you. You know what I'm saying? Because they sure will. Capper Taylor, what's the vibes? Still steaming a bit from Lexi last night, and they're taking all. Man, that's what I be talking about. Now, I ain't going to lie. I'm going to have to rewatch that game or find out who that girl is, yo. Shorty had Lexi on cuffs. She was like, and I think Lexi could have been a little more aggressive trying to get the ball, and she wasn't face guarding her, but she was close enough to her to like, yo, you try and pass this ball to her on the wing, I might jump this. You know what I mean? And the coach really wasn't running enough plays to get her open. I saw in the fourth quarter, they ran like a double, like a stagger screen where she started on the baseline and she came up with 2 screens and old girl cut that shit right off like, and then they just swung the ball and went the other way. It's like they weren't intentional to get her the ball. And that's another thing, just like I was saying with Shatory Walker Kimball. Like when I bet on Lexi, I gotta take that. I gotta take that L because she's not NECA. You know what I'm saying? But Jordan Canada, though, that's the one. Her assists, yeah, but even her points, she's so aggressive now. She got so much confidence. She's definitely a queen of the channel. She was one of the first ones. I've been playing her points and assists since early. I remember watching like the 3rd or 4th game of the season, and they was like shocked because they said she wasn't good last year. Only Jordan Canada I ever seen was nice as shit. I couldn't imagine her not being good. These ladies be so. The niggas be inconsistent too. To me, is the men be inconsistent too. For me, I think what really does it is the teams, man. Like all these teams is the same. All these teams is the same, bro. Like if the Fever would get like out of their own way and Alyssa and Aaliyah Boston could play together and Kelsey Mitchell didn't wait till the second half to actually play like that's another thing. Like I don't know, bro. Maybe I gotta watch more games. Kelsey Mitchell does this shit all the time, bro. She plays one half. Every time I look, I be in the first, because I might not be watching the Fever game. I'm watching another game. I come look at the box score like, okay, let me see what the Fever doing. What Kelsey Mitchell, it's 2 minutes left in the quarter. She done played 5 minutes and took no shots. Every first quarter. I'd be like, what the hell is going on? I understand trying to get the ball inside the Aaliyah Boston, but you're not taking no shots. And why are you not playing like just the rotations are trash? The rotations are trash. So to me, one of the big differences I'm seeing with the NBA and the WNBA, that NBA shit, we can like clockwork. Like we be upset when somebody like Alex Burks don't play the minutes. Like Alex Burks, he was a king of the channel. He was a king of this channel. We ate on Alex Burks all year. We're not even the king of this channel, but a king of my timeline because we was eating on Alex Burks all season long. We cashed his 20 points so many damn times, his 3 threes, 4 threes, so many damn times. It wasn't even funny. So some games, he would get his 19, 20 minutes, and some games he would get 10 or 11 minutes. But for the most part in the WNBA, them rotations is locked in, man. Like them roles is locked in. The WNBA, it's like that shit changed from game to game. And maybe it's because the league is so competitive. So the players on the team may not be like Dejanay Character losing minutes. Why? Because other girls in practice busting ass. Other girls in practice are playing better, and you're not that much better than the other girls. So we're gonna play who's playing the best. You see what I'm saying? In the NBA, I don't think it's like that. In the NBA, I think it's really hard to go from like eighth player on the bench to like sixth player on the bench in the season. You don't really see that. And also in the WNBA, all the teams is like basically the same besides the Liberty and Connecticut to me. But I won't be surprised if, I mean, not the Liberty, the Aces. And Connecticut is second, but even we saw Connecticut lose to Phoenix, the worst team in the league. So if it ain't the Aces, anybody can get got. I said y'all yesterday, the Liberty laying 16 points, they don't play no defense. How you gonna lay 16 points and you can't stop a nosebleed? They don't play no defense. They can't stop nobody. And all they do is shoot threes. So, and that's why I said I will always back the Aces against them. Because the Aces shoot threes, but the Aces got Asia, they're going to go in the post. Kelsey Plum going to get to that hole, use that left hand. Jackie Young is unguardable. Chelsea Gray got the step back mid-range. New York, I don't know what the hell going on. All they do is shoot threes. Now they trying to get to John Quell, but they're not even playing no defense. So if the Liberty lose to Atlanta, to lose to Dallas, to all them teams the same, man. All them teams, they're the same. They're the same. Natasha Howard made me miss out on 700. Had her fantasy 33 and a half. Damn. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I might have mentioned her yesterday. She's Kyle Kuzma. I don't bet Natasha Howard. I can't get a feel for Natasha Howard. When I was trying to bet her overs, she was points. She was scoring 6 points. I was fading her rebounds. All of a sudden, she started getting 12 rebounds a game. Like, I'm good. It's other people that got a feel for her. Like, I'm sure it's other people that got a feel for, like, Kyle Kuzma. De'Aaron Fox, that's another guy. I don't bet De'Aaron Fox. I will bet him live in the fourth quarter. If he got, like, 11 points going into the fourth, all right, give me live over 17 and a half, 18 and a half all day because he's going to go stupid in the fourth. But I don't know what the hell this boy going to do. I ain't covering no 24. I ain't betting no 24 and a half with De'Aaron Fox. I ain't doing it. So, yeah, that's the thing, man. Everybody is different. I don't got to read for Shorty, man. That's tough, though, man. That's how you're going to get it back, though. What you think about the Mystics 4-6 road record? It's tough because I would have to see who they played on the road. I haven't looked at it like that. But one thing just randomly thinking, just objectively thinking, it's tough because their team is worse now. So you would think they're going to be a worse road team, right? The team is worse. So you would think they're going to be a worse road team. My thing is this. They have defined roles. You see what I mean? So the reason why I liked them the reason why I liked Phoenix to beat them, because Phoenix had a defined role. They was going to play through Brittany Griner. And then if that ain't, they doubled her, she was going to have to kick it out. Well, that's exactly what they did. And the other girls couldn't hit shots. So Washington ran them off the floor. Because even though Phoenix had a way to win, they didn't execute that. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I look at this game. I don't know Minnesota way to win. I don't know. How's Minnesota? Nafisha Collier scoring, getting buckets? Okay, I guess. But I'm not familiar enough with them to be like, okay, this is how they're going to win. I can tell you how Washington going to win, though. Washington is going to win by going, and that's why I'm not betting it, because I think I know how one team going to win, I don't know how the other team going to win. That don't mean I should bet it. That just means I don't know enough about Minnesota, so I'm saying off. But if Washington win, this is how I see them doing it. They're going to run up and down that damn floor. They're going to push it with Natasha Cloud and Brittany Sykes trying to get in the passing lanes and shooting threes, and Walker Kimbrough trying to hit threes. And that's what they're going to do. They're just going to try to outscore you and push the place and play hard defense. That's what they're going to do. So they have an identity. So while you would think that they're going to be a worse team on the road because they are a worse team overall, I like them in this particular spot because I know their identity. I don't know about what you call identity. B Sykes 0 for 10 last 10 to her point line in away games. Cloud 3 of 10. See, that's what I'm saying. How many of those games did Ariel Atkins play? That's why I'm not gonna say I'm not a trend guy, because I am with props. But you always got to look at things. Brittany Sykes, she's not a scorer. I've said that plenty of times. So that's why we was killing hitting her 20 and 25s. She's not a scorer. That's why I'm hesitant to bet her today over 19 and a half. I'll put some blood money bets. I do some builders, but I'm not confident to just bet her point total at 19 and a half because she might get all the shots, because she might do what she did a couple games ago and go 1 for 7. Because to me, she's not a scorer by nature. But these numbers don't faze me, because how many she was probably shooting the ball a lot less. You know what I'm saying? What was her actual points lines in those other games, and how many shots was she getting? So today she could, or she should, lead the team in shots. So I'm gonna be like, look, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna lead the team in shots, I expect you to, at home and road don't really do too much for me unless I think you a player that's weak mentally. So I've watched enough of Mystics game, being kind of the Mystics whisperer, and I've watched their guards. So I started off with the Mystics, just betting Ariel. As soon as Deladon went out, I bet Ariel Atkins, Brittany Sykes, and Natasha Cloud all to have 15 and 20. And this is like when the first game, and they was all, I think 2 of them hit, and this was like plus 500s. So ever since then, I've been watching their games. So me watching their games, I know Brittany Sykes, if she gonna be aggressive and she the one that's supposedly gonna lead the team in scoring, well then look, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna bet her. I know she's a dog. I know she's gonna get some shots up. I know, well, I'll put it this way. I know she isn't a weak person, a person that's mentally weak. I'll be seeing her cover it, like game be over and she's still trying to bring the team back. So I don't think her being like, oh no, I'm in Minnesota, I don't know what to do, or the crowd. Nah, you know what I'm saying? So I just think that's an anomaly. And the same with Natasha Cloud, dog. That's a dog. Natasha Cloud, I've seen her in the first half not scoring at all, team down 10, and she come out in the second half. Matter of fact, what showed me Natasha Cloud was a dog was she was on the timeline arguing with racist people about like her privilege and all that stuff, right? Came out that night. She had a good game, but I think they lost. The next game against before the All-Star break, it was a team they was supposed to beat. So they played the game and they was up like 4 at halftime, and they were supposed to win the game. I forget what the spread was. You have to look at their game right before the break. But they were supposed to win the game or whatever, and they was up. And she was like, "Yeah, this ain't good. This is cool, but now we gotta go to the All-Star break on the right track. We need to come out in the second half and finish the job." And she was balling in the first half, and she wasn't happy. And they was balling. They was up like 5. She was like, "Nah, this not good enough." So you got players like that. I don't really care what they roll home splits is, man. Now unless it's like something chronic over some years or something. You know what I'm saying? And to me, to me, the NBA, that's more relevant because of other factors. So I'm not saying that WNBA players are angels. I just know how the niggas in the NBA do. I know they going from city to city doing what they do. They in strip clubs, they meeting with multiple chicks. If they in LA, they out all the more. So, I would look at that a little differently too. If it was in the NBA, I'd be like, okay, well, maybe this dude be getting into something on the road. WNBA, like, they ain't got it like that. They ain't flying commercial. They ain't flying private. They ain't tricking off money on the road everywhere they go. Like, they're not getting it like that. They handling business for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that's not a terrible assumption. What do you think about Miller PRA? Diamond Miller, yeah, I like that. I like Diamond Miller PRA. It was actually between her points and her PRA. But what I ended up saying was, if she gonna play 30 plus minutes, give me the points. That's just how I felt. Because I felt like if she gonna play 30 plus minutes, she should get 10 to 15 shots. But if it wasn't the points with me, it definitely would have been that PRA. Let me see. 3 times. As always, I appreciate you pulling up, as always, with the good vibes. Good afternoon and happy Wednesday. I appreciate it. Good luck. Good luck. I appreciate you always pulling up. Are you going to cap football? I am. I'm going to have help capping football. I think I can cap. Not please don't take this the wrong way. I just think I'm confident enough to cap everything in a certain capacity. So I am not, unless I love something. I've talked about this on the channel before. Unless I love something, I will not be playing NFL spreads. Unless I love something, I'm a teaser guy. I will play some totals now. I will play some totals, but it's very rare for me to play some spreads in the NBA unless I can get just a beautiful key number of like 3.5, 4.5, 7, 7.5 for a dog that I love. And if I play anything in the NFL, I'm gonna play dog. But there's one thread that I want everybody watching this. First of all, sub to the channel if you haven't. Share the video, like and comment, all that good stuff. Download Party Play. Use code DREAMY, 100% deposit bonus. But there's this thread on Twitter that I want everybody to try to find. I'm gonna share it again, but I shared it on my timeline like a week and a half ago, a week. It's like, yo, what was the craziest moment of the NFL season? And it just showed complete bullshit. Like, just stuff like ain't no way in hell. And you know how many people lost money on spreads because of this? Like, basically, NFL, the games is never over. The game don't never start to the fourth quarter. I don't give a damn what the score is. The game do not start to the fourth quarter. Any game, these prevent defenses, anybody can go over their total. Any under can get killed. The NFL is extremely entertaining, but the NFL is trash to bet on. I'm telling you. So we're gonna make some money on it, but there's a reason why the NFL is the hardest sport to bet. It's awful. It's awful. But we are gonna be teaser gang in here. I do have some experts. The homie Flo, he be doing this thing. He already gave out a future that y'all should have got on. But yeah, I'm gonna have a homie Flo in here, and I'm gonna have a couple other people capping some games with me. But yeah, we do a little NFL. Obviously, I'm more of a prop guy. If you can't, I'm more of an anytime touchdown guy, prop guy. Like, think if somebody's supposed to go like get 70 yards, then I like them to get like 80, 90, 100. Kind of like I play the NBA. So yeah. See Shepard care to play? Yeah. Yeah. And the thing about Shep, that's another thing too. Like, if it wasn't for her, this definitely would have been a Washington play. This definitely would have been a Washington play. But the fact that Jessica Shepard is back, I can't get that out with confidence. I don't know. But also, that don't make me super confident. Because if you watch basketball, or if you notice with basketball, we all obviously watch basketball. If you notice basketball, a lot of times when a starter is coming back, it's kind of tough to get them back into the role. You know what I'm saying? So Jessica Shepard could be back, but who knows if she's going to play over 15 minutes? Will she even be a factor tonight? Just because she healthy, that don't mean, or she could come back on some Lexi Brown shit. Come back and look like, damn, she never left. She 13 points in 15 minutes. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So it's just a thing that is a little too tough for me to call with that, man. So that's what it is. I really don't, like I said, I don't like this game. It was good to be able to chop it up and talk some shit with y'all. I ain't really gonna put no times. Well, I guess I will. I'll put some timestamps on here just because we were shooting the shit for 10 minutes until we got into anything. But tomorrow we will have the homie Crispy Capping on the show. I ain't want to have him on today. I asked him to come on tomorrow because, like I said, my energy is up for the show, but I ain't like shit. I didn't love nothing. I like a lot, but I don't love nothing. So I want to try to have my guests on the show where we can give y'all a lot of good information and we can give y'all a lot of energy. So tomorrow we be back normal time about 10:30, 11 o'clock. I've been pushing my time back because I'm looking at like my page analytics. I appreciate y'all. We real close to 300, man. I think we had like 295. You know what I'm saying? So 300 next week. We should be hopefully by tonight. But my goal 300 by next week for sure. But basically them things, the insights, the analytics, they basically say that all the people who watch my channel, they all be on YouTube the most between like 12 and 2. It's crazy. Like the people that watch my channel the most, they all on YouTube between 12 and 2, mostly 12. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of made sense because I did a show yesterday at 12 and it did very well. Now, that could have been for a myriad of reasons. It was a lot of games, maybe other popular I don't know, but it did well for me as far as views. And so times probably be 10:30, 11 o'clock with the guests, but going forward, I'll probably move my streams back a little longer to noon and all that. All right. So, as always, man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. We need to cash these builders. Let's hope that we get a common sense game and cash this plus 1800. Nafisha having 20, Sykes 18 and 5, Natasha Cloud 25 PRA. Like that's normal. That can happen. That's easy. Mystics first half plus 6.5. Like, come on, like y'all only 3.5 for the damn game. Goddamn. You know what I mean? Y'all can't cover that. So yeah, man, let's cash this plus 1800. And let's hope Natasha Cloud and Brittany Sykes have big games, and let's hope the Lynx win by 1-5, 6-10. All right. All right, let's have all that happen. So as always, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Sub to the channel, and y'all know the vibes. Let's get this cash, man. Gotta have it, so let's get it.